Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, who do we have? Calzone. He can't wait for the stream. Hi, Calzone. Let's see, Melissa. She says, "Hi, Emily. You're so great. You're so great. Learning a lot. I know this is so basic. When using coloring, are you using the very point of the pencil or slightly side of the pencil?" Melissa, it has to do with A, what kind of pencil I'm using, and B, what kind of space I'm coloring. Larger spaces, I'm probably going to be coloring more on the side, so I don't get as many, like fine strokes. But if I'm doing a teeny tiny space, most of the time I'll probably use the point. So it just depends. Let's see. Hello, Tyler. Graham Norton says hi. Hi, Lozzie. Let's see. Yeah, I got my tea. It's still steeping here. So in a second we'll take out the tea bag. But tea out of your brand new kettle, I hope. It is. It is, Lozzie. I feel like I've almost been untrue to my emote now. Maybe we need to change the emote. I don't know. We've got this handy sticker. I feel like this is classic. It'll have a story attached to it. Let's see. Lozzie, if you and Emily get to go on dates with Tennant and Cumberbatch, can you set me up with Emma Watson? It could work. It could work. That'd be fair. That'd be fair. Graham knows her. I bet he could arrange it. I'm sure he could. Hi, Ariane. Hi, Kat. Angela. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Shazabel Colors, welcome. And also, welcome to our newest member, Shazabel Colors. I saw that little notification, so thank you. Thank you. You now have access to all of our little customizable, or our, channel-specific emotes here, which is this one, and 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 this one. There we go. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. Aspie, hello. Caitlin, hello there from Pomona, California. Very nice. I bet you had better weather than we did today. In fact, if you hear it, we have been raining and thunderstorming all day, so you might hear a little bit of thunder, but we also had like quarter-sized, like not like quarter inch, like the size of a quarter hail today. So that was fun, let me tell you. One of our neighbors' windows got broken. We were so glad ours, it sounded like someone was throwing rocks at our window, honestly. And Ria, although you told me it's Aria, so I suppose it'd be more like Ria. No, I guess it still kind of sounds like Ria if you say it on its own. Hey, hello, Andrea, and Bitty Kitty, hello. Let's see. Janine, hello. Where did your birds come from? This is from Johanna Basford's free downloadable book, Flourish. You can type !Flourish, and that'll give you the link. Or you can go to johannabasford.com/flourish, and you can download this one for free. Hi, Robin. Hello, Shannon. Let's see. Who else? Sherry, hello! Working on the fold-out from Lost Oceans might take me a minute. Oh man, Sherry, I did that 4-page spread once, probably about 4 years ago. I gotta be honest, I probably won't do it again. It was a little intense. That says you need your fun today? Well, great. I'm sure we will have loads. Let's see. It's 2:30 a.m. here in the UK, so I might not be here for long, but didn't want to miss a live stream. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here. I know evening time is so inconvenient for the UK, but since the kids are home because of COVID, daytime streams just really aren't an option. But it's hot, yes, which is surprising because it was like in the 90s here a couple days ago, and now we have hail. Like, that's Texas weather for you. Let's see. Angela, hello. You got your Ergo Softs today. Oh, you'll love them. Ellen says, happy hump day. Yep, it's Wednesday. All I know is that I have some deliveries from Amazon coming Friday. That's how I can track my days during quarantine, because we don't leave the house much, but I can figure out what day it is by whether or not we're getting an Amazon delivery today. Let's see. It's been pouring since last night here too. Yeah. We got this big, it's supposed to rain all week, which I'm not complaining because it was getting so hot. So honestly, the cooler weather has been nice. The kids went out and played in the puddles today. Got soaked all the way up to their hips, but they had fun and they got outside. So I count that as a win. Hi, Pat. Hello. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got holographic little silvery rose. What is the name of this one? It's the ILNP. This one is Rose Water. Honestly, this is by far my favorite brand of nail polish. Hands down. Let's see. Just like that. Let's see. Patty. Okay, I think we're all caught up. Okay, so hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. So I decided earlier when I made the schedule, I was just like, yeah, let's go ahead and use Prismacolors, because I was looking at the picture and I was thinking that Prismacolors, you know, I could have done Loomies, but I know not everybody has those. So I was just like, you know what, Loomies would probably be good for the, or not, you know, like a softer would be good for the apples. And then I was like, well, I guess I could do Prismacolors, and then I realized a problem. My Prismacolors were a mess. Like, no joke. So I've got these drawers here. I have most of them organized. And it's like these 3 stacked drawers. So I've got 5 of these drawers for my Prismacolors. So at about 7:25-ish, I'm just like, okay, I think I can do this. I'm going to get these all organized and everything. And then the cat went nuts because of the thunder and lightning. And he like got all in the cords. Anyway, needless to say, multiple interruptions. My own fault for putting it off. And I didn't quite finish it. So if you see me struggling when I get to my darker greens and my browns, this is the last one. I did not get to. They're so scattered. But imagine 5 drawers of this mess and everything mixed in. At least I've kind of got my grays and my browns in the same general area, but otherwise they were a disaster. So, but I've got my handy dandy chart here, so hopefully we'll be able to find things fairly quickly. It has been so long since I used Prismacolors, and in fact, I even realized I'm out of some colors. Despite having extras, it's like my favorites are gone. Like, let's see, I am completely out of, I think 905? Yeah, here we go. A 105. I don't even remember the name of it, but this is all I have left of it. Same thing with Deco Pink 1014. Like, they're all my favorites, and so they're all out. Let's see. I think that's just the weather in the US in general. Give it 15 minutes and the weather will change. Oh yeah, I lived in Colorado for a bit and we always said that about it. But this is I mean, we've been in Texas nearly 10 years and this is the first time we got hail like this. Like, it's not abnormal in California, or not California, in Oklahoma, but it was a little intense here. Hang on, I'm gonna fix this cam video up here because it's a little oh. Okay. Fix that. Let's see. You must be in Washington. It's 11:30 in the east for me. Ah, yes. I'm working tomorrow, so shouldn't be here, but not till 12. So should be okay to stay for an hour or so. Aw, awesome, Lozzie. But if you get tired, go ahead. Go to sleep. It's okay. Tyler says, here I am saying it's okay, and then Tyler pops in, Lozzie, you don't need sleep. I do if I want to get through an 8-hour shift. Shh, yeah, especially at a grocery store, man. Hi, Diane. Let's see. The huge storm of a decade on Sunday. It's rained more in the last 24 hours than it did during the storm. Yeah, I think we have that storm now, Kitty, for sure. Nothing here in my neck of the woods. It's actually kind of kind of nice out. Gotcha. Going to bag out is lemon and late, and I was like, oh no, it still needs time to steep. Still gotta get my finesse of making a tea timing right. I am here. I use a cup with a lid because I don't trust myself. She does indeed, Tyler. Yeah, supermarket. Oh, WA is Western Australia. Sorry, I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and in the Pacific Northwest, well, anywhere here in the US, really, WA is washing. Apologize for that. Let's see. Can't get them open stock here. Have you tried? Well, I guess, I don't know. Can you order from, like, Dick Blick or something? I know that they have a lot of open stock. Southern Illinois, weather is unpredictable. Yeah. Oh, on the home delivery section. So are you actually making the deliveries, Lozzie? Water here. Okay. So, I was also trying to think what color scheme we should do for this. And because I know even somebody was asking about how to color apples, and so I'm thinking we might do traditional colors for the apples as well. I buy my single Prismacolors on an online store, and if you order 24 or more, they're only 89 cents a piece. That's really good, Diane. Is it like a big box store, or is it just like a hole-in-the-wall store? Okay, so why don't we do, because we could still do like yellow apples. See, but the storm was not as bad as we thought it would be, and there wasn't much damage here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we definitely, Our car is actually at the mechanic right now. Thankfully, we have like hail insurance, but I definitely called them and be like, was the car inside or outside when this ran through? And they're like, it survived. I'm like, okay. The Deco Pink, Deco Peach in Canada, so shipping for Dick Blick. Oh, okay. I get that. I get that. Yeah, Deco Pink is what I use a lot. In fact, I've got this. So I want to say there was a sale or something at some point. And this is my Loomies box. I saved it. But I actually have all of these backup pencils here that I want to say, like at some point, the 150 set was like way on sale. And so I got a whole other set, which is why I have so many. But some of my favorites I just don't have any more of. But there's like cushion in here, and then, you know, when I'm looking for what I need, I go through here. But I've got some, for instance. Okay, so I like to stock up on Dahlia Purple because it's my favorite. But it's interesting. You can tell when you have an older Prismacolor. Let's get this focus. An older Prismacolor by its printing. So for instance, look at this one here. Okay, so this one is a newer one. This is, here, let's lighten that a bit. Okay, so this is Sienna Brown. And this is Dahlia Purple, and you can tell, one, because, well, here, let's grab, I can't even say it anymore. Sometimes they'll say, you know, Beryl or Sanford. This one says Sanford. This has USA marked on it. Can't see it here, but imprinted, it says Mexico. So they used to make these in the USA until they outsourced them to Mexico, and so it's changed a little bit. But you can tell you have an older one by the gold print and the different font. One of the other cool pencils I have, aside from metallics that I have, this is a discontinued color, Deco Orange. Now, I don't use this one on streams because it's not fair to anybody else, because if you don't have it, in Chartreuse, I want to say Chartreuse is when I'm out, or Yellow Chartreuse. Yellow Chartreuse is what I don't have anymore. I don't have Yellow Chartreuse. But yeah, so this is Orange Deco, and then this, so you can see this one says Sanford, this one says Beryl, and this is Steel. Steel is another discontinued color. So I have found, I forget where it was, I was in one of the groups, and somebody's like, oh hey, I found some metallics at this little store. Anyway, I called them, and I had them what they had for metallic stuff. Oh, normally I pack the deliveries at the tills when customers want their shopping delivered. I have to set up the drivers and deal with any oh, gotcha. It's a single store. It's cheapjoes.com. Oh, okay. Cheap Joe's $1.98. Oh, yeah, if you buy 24 or more, she said, of one color, I think. I bought about 30 altogether. Nice. Yeah, Philip, I have chartreuse, just not yellow chartreuse. And while we're on the topic of just... So, I showed you that Deco Orange, but these are also... Like I said, I don't use Prismacolors as much, but these are a bit of a point of pride for me here. You have 30 in my cart right now. I've been buying Arteza products, so I'm not sure if I want to get the Prismas now. Oh. So we have, a lot of the metallics are discontinued. There's obviously, you know, silver and gold, and copper comes in the standard set. But I've got metallic blue. This one is metallic maroon. See, they're kind of hard to read also. Metallic purple. Oh, same thing here, Sherry. I don't generally use Prismas, why they've been a mess for months now. The term chartreuse is defined by the Oxford English Dictionary as a shade of color of pale apple green. Interesting. I wouldn't say that it's pale. It's a pretty bright green for what Prismacolor has. Metallic rose. A few of these are sharpened, and I sharpened ones that I had multiples of. Another metallic maroon. Does anyone know if they come pre-sharpened? They do come pre-sharpened. Sounds good, Tyler. Yeah, they do come pre-sharpened. I generally, I think Prismacolors are really the only ones these days that maybe come unsharpened. Like, these are unsharpened, obviously. Metallic jade. I don't know, I can't think of any pencils that come sharpened. Funny thing is I was reading somewhere, metallic violet, like there's some places that actually don't like them coming pre-sharpened because it's like they seem like they're used. Another metallic jade. This one's a metallic blue. Metallic rose again. Metallic rose. Metallic green. It's funny, there's a metallic jade and metallic green. Blue. Green. Oh, and then there's that steel and then a metallic blue. But yeah, so these are a bit of my how's it going, Nightbot? Exclamation point, how's it going, Nightbot? There you go. Maybe I need to make a command for Nightbot. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and jump on in? I want to warm up before I jump in the apples, because the apples are probably going to be the most complicated part on here. So first of all, let's get this in focus. Go. All right, so let's go ahead and where is pull up the stream. I like to keep the stream up on my phone so I can see what you all are seeing in case there's any hiccups. Oh, in the meantime, I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but good bot, I know, right? If you saw on Instagram, but I finished my Anna Green Gables page. I'll show you here. 1 second. Volume down. Oh, okay. Now I can see what you all are seeing. All right, here we go. There's so many other amazing colors in the bigger set. Poor Nightbot needs some love. I know, right? The apples, green or red. Actually, I was leaning towards yellow, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Looks a little bit more saturated than it does in real life. But yeah, so that's the Anna Green Gables page. This is Yalza's version colored. She used pencils. I used the Arteza Everblends for this one. But yeah, I like that she did raw portion. But yeah, that's the Anna Green Gables page all finished. Let's see, I have almost my pencils in pencil cases, including my backups, organized by color number. Okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I ordered a case for my Faber-Castells. I was thinking, this is a nice enough case. It's got the little straps on it. I didn't think I need it. And I'm going to admit to you, twice I knocked the little plastic trays and my pencils hit the table, fell on the floor, and it was the same tray both times. I was just, God, if I don't get a case for this where they're nice and secure in elastic straps, I'm going to destroy these pencils before I have a chance to use them. So, yes, mine too, Shannon, mine too. Aw, thanks, Robin. Thanks, Lozzie. Yeah, the yellow ones are my favorite also. Okay, so I feel like I need to get in practice for these colors a little bit. Let's do a bird wing. We're going to do yellow apple. Do a blue bird. We'll start with a leaf. Let's start with something simple to kind of get us warmed up a little bit here. Been in marker mode. I finished that one today, so. All right, so we have a few different kinds of leaves here. It looks like this one, and this one are all the same kind of leaf. Maybe that one might be a little bit different. I feel like we need a couple different color of leaves. Hi, Nick and Tina. I keep doing that with my Artezas. The trays are so flimsy. Yeah, so I've got my Artezas in a case too. Like I was thinking I really didn't need one, but I was just like, okay, I have dumped these multiple times. I just need to, you know? Ah, thanks. All right, so let's take a look at our greens. I know I am limited, so this is what I have. You can see how many teeny tiny ones I have. Oh, itty bitty. And if anybody's curious, oh, I don't have a link for these, mostly because I haven't used this in ages. But these are like, I think like pastel storage drawers, I think is what they're listed on Amazon. I'll get a link after stream and put it up. But it's just like a wood pastel storage or thingy. Blue or purple apple. Ooh, I like that, someone. I have about 20 cases at the moment. Yeah. Well, see, I thought like when I initially started doing stuff, I thought this would be like easier storage or something. But I don't know. Maybe I should switch these out and put the ones I actually use more frequently in the wood ones and put the ones I don't use in the zipper cases. No. I always put my pencils in cases. They deserve a nice comfy home. That's fair. That's fair. They work hard. I know. Hi, Allison. So many baby pencils. So many. I used to use like nothing but Prismacolor. So yeah, let's see. No greens in that drawer. I have an aqua in this one. But yeah, so these are all the greens. So large greens we have grass green 909. I want a nice dark green. Wish I had more 105. What about 907? A decent size 907. All right, let's grab. I got a version of your cloth. Oh, nice, of the cloth one. Very nice. Cloth roll pencil holder, yes. I got the one for this one here. My Ergo Softs was made by a woman on Etsy. It was A Hum for Hope, and oh, the quality is so good. I made a roll myself. I have newfound respect for what she does because I did not do nearly as well as she did. Please tell me you have pencil extenders. I do. I do. I only have the one for the smaller one, so I'll probably have to switch it out. But yes, I have a Derwent pencil extender, and I think I've got a wooden slider one here somewhere. I couldn't tell you what that though, but we've got the one, so we'll just switch it out for what I need. Okay, so let's start with 907. Okay, 907, which is peacock green. Right, peacock green, and then let's grab 909. I'm just gonna grab the bigger ones, which is grass green. And what do we have for our lighters? We have plenty of true green, which is 910. 12. He might be the oh. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Got them for your Ergo Softs? Awesome, awesome. All right, so these are our 3 greens. Then, for our contrasting shadow color, I think I'm gonna wait to choose that until I get these greens laid down so I can kind of eyeball them a little bit better. Next question is, what do I want to use for a sharpener? Try this one first, see how it treats it. Normally I'd use something shorter, but my blade is a little dull on there. Should make an Instagram post on what Emily made me buy. I'm an enabler, I know it. That actually did good. We'll see though. That's a lot of exposed lead, more than I'd like to do for Prismacolor, but we're gonna try it out. Just because my Staedtler one, this one here, the blade is a little dull, and I'm afraid it might shred the wood. I need to replace the blade on it. I just don't use it as often, just because I've been using harder leaded pencils lately. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get back in the groove here. Wish I had more yellow chartreuse. Did I swatch them? Oh yeah. I've got this swatch here. And if you need a swatch for your Prismacolors, this has all the numbers. You can find this in our Facebook group. You can type !Facebook, and this is in the files along with many other charts. There's some blank charts. So if you need to, you can find that there. I'm gonna grab, let's see, 289. How much do I have? Let's grab a white instead. Let's grab a white in case we need to blend it a little bit, okay? So, let us refamiliarize ourselves with the Prismacolor. I'm gonna go ahead and crop this down a bit. Okay, get this in focus. There we go. All right, so we are gonna start with peacock green. The thing of it is I have to get reused to this because you use a whole different method when you use a harder lead pencils. So we could still do light layers for sure, but I don't think I have used colors since I colored our Ozzy the Octopus, for those that were around for that one. You know, and honestly, if Prismacolor weren't so prone to breakage, better go grab a Honeycrisp apple first. Honeycrisp apple, definitely. Remember not to put as much pressure, because if I were to put more pressure than what now, I would most snap this. So the royalty of apples, Honeycrisp are good. I do, yeah. Generally, I go from dark to light. I know a lot of people say you should go light to dark, but honestly, you know, there's a lot of, when you go to college or you go to, you know, art school, or you even take, you know, art in high school, they're going to give you a lot of rules. But, you know, honestly, have a ton of rules, and at least not in my opinion. I feel like if it works for you, you can get the result you want, then go for it. But yeah, the way my brain works, I like to go from dark to light. Pink lady all the way. Right. So let's go ahead and Prismacolors are a nice kind of starter pencil. They're very forgiving. Blend so easily. Sometimes you can blend out your mistakes. All right, so that was the peacock green. I've been following those Ozzy the Octopus videos and coloring that page in my spare time, but with polychromos. Nice. You have to let me see what it is. Angela, that was the peacock green. You know what? We'll go ahead and grab one of our little the paper here. Rules are meant to be broken. Exactly, exactly. All right. Oh, nice, Biddy. That was, you know, this is from the other day, but we're just gonna flip it over and use the side. Okay, so we have green for 907, and we're gonna have grass green 909. We're gonna have true green number 910. And we'll just have white, which is, and we're gonna choose a red here at some point, but I want to get these greens down first. Emily is a coloring rebel, I know, right? Okay, there we go. So this is gonna be the order that we're gonna go on. Cooled enough. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Oh, that's perfect. So I had this tea the other night, lemon and echinacea, and I added honey to it without tasting. A little sweet. The echinacea, I don't know, it sits funny in your throat, but try tonight. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab grass green. Over that peacock green. I don't think that white. Grabbed it just in case I needed an extra blend in the middle, but I think it's fine. Is that a rule that there are no rules? Tricky. Go with yes. Yes, teacup in the microwave. Philip, no rules in art. I find especially, I mean, I suppose it's one thing if you are teaching a class or doing an assignment for a class, but honestly, if you're doing it just for yourself, especially for coloring, when hobby, relaxation, I find that rules when it comes to coloring get a little bit more stressful. So if you rather go off the beaten path and do your own thing, then I say go for it. The sound going in and out for anyone else? Let me get this a little bit closer here. Hang tight. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit. Okay. Is that a little bit better? What's at the microwave emoji? So I just got a kettle, Shazabelle. But before that, I definitely frequently, yeah, no, I was tweaking with my sound a little bit. Yeah, I just need to keep the mic a little bit closer to me. I heat up my tea water in the microwave, and it's a bit of blasphemy. I think it's when I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Yes, better? Okay, awesome. Then it just needs to be a little bit closer, that's all. All right, so true green. Yeah, and I think especially like when I get it down closer to the paper because I start like concentrating. Okay, so 910. Okay, we're gonna kind of go over all of that. Okay, not much definition now, but we're gonna go over it a second time. But before we do that, now that we've got our main layer of green down, I want to choose what our red is. Yeah, I know, right? About tea making snobbery? I think it's tea making etiquette. Tea making etiquette. All right, let's go ahead and grab... I am leaning towards 944 for our contrasty color. It's a little bit of a brown, but it's kind of like a reddish brown. So let's see, 944. See, this is the part of my pencils that are not organized. 943, 945, of course. I grab everything except what I need. 944, terracotta. Terracotta is what we're going to use. Excuse me, snobbery, Patty? I'm from the UK. It is a sin, I know, right? I mean, I suppose I get it. I mean, maybe if your microwave's dirty, I guess. But I don't know. It just seemed quick and easy. But I got a kettle. I have a kettle now. I even sent Lozzie a picture. I have a kettle. All right, let's go ahead and move that there. Show us the colors. What do you mean? Like, I've got the list here. Do you mean on the chart, someone? All right, so this color is going to be terracotta 944. Terracotta number 944. There we go. Snobbery isn't wrong when it's correct. Yeah, right. I have the evidence. Exactly. I make my tea water with my Keurig. Oh. See, I've just got like a little single cup coffee maker. We don't drink like a ton. The reds. So, like on the chart here, I have reds over here, but the 944 is kind of in this section here with the browns. But do you have a teapot? I do, in fact, have a teapot, Patty. I do. Yes, I do have a teapot. It's a blue and white one. It's very pretty. It was a birthday gift from a friend. I thought one just got tea at Tivana. Runs and hides. Philip. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use terracotta. Okay, right along the edge here. If I start with the brown first or the red first, I feel like it disappears too much once you get 2 layers of green over the top. So I like to go through my whole set of greens, my whole order, then I add my contrasting in the middle, and then I go over with another layer of the green. You're so proud, I know, right? Yeah, well, here's the worst part, Lozzie, is that my teapot, mostly for decoration. I just, I usually make 1 cup at a time. But, I got my kettle now. So, I'm slowly improving. Slowly improving. Although I did have my mother use it when she came to visit. I was like, it doesn't get used. You should use it. Because she drinks tea. Went into Tivana once. They waved a lid at me and gave me a demo that must have been half sugar. Oh, see, that's the thing is, like, I'm not adding anything to this. Like, this is just... I drank the tea with caffeine in it this afternoon. And I found that it actually, like... Because, when I have coffee, I'll add creamer or sugar, a few different things. But, tea, especially if I don't need any sweetener or anything, because I don't add milk to it. It's I think, in general, like, it's... I don't want to say like low fat. I mean, I guess it is, but that's not the focus. It's like less sugar, less heavy kind of thing. But you own a teapot, so that's good enough. Right? It's so pretty. I'll have a teapot for loose tea. I do want to try loose tea next. I'm realizing how many different kinds of teas there are out there. Exactly. 1 step at a time. Okay, so that was terracotta. So now we're going to start over again with peacock green, number 907. Okay. We're going to go over that terracotta a little bit. The whole idea behind the terracotta was just to give that little kind of darker pop of color here. And this is kind of the same thing that I do with the other, but I'll be honest, I probably used to press a lot harder. I was much more heavy-handed back when I first started using Prismacolors. Like, I was smushing these colors together like crazy, but because I've used a lot of harder leaded pencils, I don't know, using a lighter hand just comes more naturally to me. Hi, Kelly! Have you tried French vanilla for creamer, someone? Yes, in fact, when I have coffee, I use, if I don't use like half and half and brown sugar, I'm using grass green now, by the way. If I don't use half and half and brown sugar, I'll use the French vanilla, what is it, like Coffee Mate or something like that. But yeah, I do indeed. Okay. Now, one of the things you can do if you find that your leaf is a little darker than you'd like, you can always go over it with your white Prismacolor. My friends got me a silver tea service engraved with "Oh Bother" for my wedding because I love tea and ER. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so true green. Let me go over this. So one of the things you can do if you want to, if you wanted to kind of like burnish it out a little bit, you can take your white. And this would be maybe where I'd press a little bit harder. And you can see that it's getting rid of the kind of, it's smoothing out that tooth of a paper. You can see the difference here where this is smooth, but here you can still see kind of like the white flecks a little bit. So if you just go over with the white. Now it will lighten your leaf, but it does give you a real nice smooth look. And because you are using a white, you're not, because you're not using like the blender pencil, sometimes when you use a blender pencil, that needs to be your last step. But because it's more like you're just using another color on top of it, you could always go back over this again and you can still work with it. If you use the Prismacolor blender pencil, what you're doing is you're, for lack of a better term, it almost like scrapes the color. And so you can't do a whole lot with it afterwards. But with using a white, there's still so much more pigment on it. So if you wanted to also, you could use your terracotta again or go back in with your peacock green and darken things up just a little bit more. And you get a nice smooth effect to it. So we're going to go down the middle here. And I know this spends a lot of time on a leaf, but you know, sometimes you can go quick, sometimes you can kind of rush through it, but it just kind of depends on the effect that you're going for. So I find that, you know, I've made a lot of this terracotta kind of disappear. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more terracotta. Just a bit. And I sort of just, you know, make up my rules as I go along, I suppose. I mean, I have the order in which I do things, but if I've, you know, colored something and I think, it needs a little bit more of that color, or, you know, a little bit less of that, or I need to fix that, I just adjust as I go along. I don't stick to like, oh, well, but I've already used this color 2 times, so I can't use it again. I kind of just go with the flow pretty much. All right, and then green grass, or grass green, sorry, 909. Okay. I will say though, going over it with that white and then going over it again does give it, like I said, a real nice kind of smooth look. Now you get like this kind of method wouldn't work with any other, like, I don't know. I've tried it with other like harder leaded whites and it just doesn't work as well. I will say one thing about Prismacolor, because they're so creamy, if you're really wanting to smooth something out or even lighten it, that's why I generally keep white Prismacolors on hand. It's super handy for that. There you go. Now with Prismacolors, especially if you have a brush, you're going to want to keep that on hand for it, just because it's so soft. When you get the pencil dust, if you wipe it, you're going to smear your color straight across. Okay, so that is really bright. There we go. Have you decided on the color of the apples? Yeah, I think we're going to do like yellowish apples for it. But you end up with this really nice kind of rich green color for this leaf. So, yeah, when I do Prismacolors, that's generally the method that I go. Now let's look. We're going to do this one, that same green. This one will be the same, and this one will be the same. So let's pop those out real quick. Now that we've done the others, we can go a little bit quicker. I'm going to turn it this way just so that it's a little bit easier on my wrist. Hi, Emma. And if I missed anybody coming in, I apologize. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. We're using Prismacolors tonight and working on some of our leaves. Hi, Patty. No worries. Oh, was Belinda live tonight? I didn't see. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's slide that up there. Okay, let's see. so let's go ahead and start with Peacock Green. Hi, Kenny! Awesome. Oh, I should have popped in there. I didn't get the notification for Belinda's stream. Okay, well, welcome everyone if you're just coming in. All right, so Peacock Green. Let's see. Okay, it's going faster, so if I miss anyone... Oh, you're not that late, Iselina. You're good. Hi, everyone. She is very funny. Oh, Patreon. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I was just like, oh no, I didn't get a notification. I felt bad that I missed it. Usually I try and like pop in, but okay, I get it now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. Well, this will be perfect. We've done one green leaf, but we're going to do the same thing again. We're using Prismacolor tonight. Okay, so we're going to start with Peacock Green. Okay. Same thing we did before. Get a nice smooth leaf out of this. Hi, Patricia! It is very busy tonight. Exactly. You're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Must be something wrong with me. I really don't like prisms. They seem too opaque to me. Maybe it's the same reason I prefer watercolor to acrylic paint. Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on how you're using them, how you layer them. I mean, I've definitely gone off of Prismacolors quite a bit. Although I did forget kind of how nice and smooth you can get your stuff looking. I mean, because that's a pretty smooth leaf. I do like how that looks. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and grab grass green. Okay. You know what? That's right. I remember her saying at the end of her stream, what was it, on Monday, that there was a Patreon stream today. I forgot about that. Okay, there we go. That's that grass green. Then we're going to use our true green. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fill that in because that's what we did with the first one, all right? That is what we did with the first leaf, and I want to try and keep it somewhat similar. All right, now we're going to grab our terracotta. Oh, most definitely, Patty. By the way, if anybody follows Josh Gad on YouTube, he just had an advertisement. He is doing a Zoom reunion of the people, you know, the cast from Fellowship of the Ring. I loved the commercial for it. It was pretty hilarious. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. And hello to everyone coming in. Thanks for being in here. We are working on this leaf on a page from Flourish. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and grab our peacock green again. Let's lighten this just a bit, I think. And no, it's okay that way. Hi, Mika! Good evening, Emily, and everyone just stopped in to say hi and to give a thumbs up. Thanks, Mika! Have a great night. All right. So we're just using that peacock green. Okay. Now we're going to grab our grass green. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and use our true green. We're going to leave a little bit of space because then this is when we brought in the white. And then we'll go back over with terracotta again, and then these three greens as well. Oh, glad I actually got to see some coloring live and follow along on my phone, but bedtime for me. Sounds good, Philip. That's right. Last time we chatted for like, what, 40 minutes, half an hour? We had a lot to talk about. Doggy nighttime routine. Sounds good. Well, have a great night, Philip. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use that white. We're going to smooth out that tooth a little bit here. And if you're not sure what tooth means, it's kind of like the texture of the paper when you're coloring with pencil, you can kind of see on here where the white bit that shows through. So when you kind of burnish it or press harder, you're kind of smoothing out that texture a little bit. Okay. Smoothing that out. I'm pressing a little bit harder there. I'm going to grab my brush here because I don't want to smear it. I heard directly from Crondash. That's right. I saw that thing. Yeah. Oh, here I'm sweeping away my things. Yeah, there's going to be new Loomies coming out. Peacock green is one of my favorite colors in the set. I know. It's so pretty. I had to choose my colors specifically, though, because I realized I was out of a lot of stuff. I need to make an order for some specific replacement colors. All right. Let's see. So we're going to go ahead and grab terracotta one more time. That's 944. Okay, we're going to go back over here. A little bit here. Okay, and then we're going to grab that peacock green. Sometimes I pause because I'm just glancing up at chat. All right, peacock green here. And if you hear any thunder, we've had a pretty stormy day today. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we had quarter-size hail, like not like quarter of an inch, but like quarter as in 25-cent size hail. Like it was pretty gnarly. Neighbor's window got broken. It was crazy afternoon. All right, grass green. But it's supposed to rain all week. It'll be kind of nice though. Okay. Gouache from Arteza is amazing. I haven't tried it. Newly spayed kid and it's extra stressful and raining. Oh no. Are Loomies better than polys and prismas? I will say Loomies are better than prismas. Polys are too different from Loomies to really compare. We're using True Green now. It really depends on what you're using them for. So in terms of the way that you use them, Prismas and Polys are quite a bit alike. They're very soft. They're both wax-based pencils. I feel like Loomies are what Prismas should be. Loomies are kind of like quality like times 10 of Prisma. They just have less breakage, thicker barrels, more glue along the barrels. You have less of them falling apart, less of the wood shredding. The colors are super vibrant. I mean, I know that they've got a high price tag, but I find that they are definitely worth it. The polys are something completely different because they're an oil-based pencil and a much harder lead. I would say that the Artezas are about halfway between the Prismacolors and the polys. And they're a bit more cost effective as well. Okay, so there's two there. Then we're going to go ahead and do this one and this one real quick. Let's see. I'm sure they have open stock for the new ones. Oh, that'll be great. Meaning they're better at selling and preserving art. Yes, exactly. They're more light fast. Yeah, Loomies have a much better light fastness rating. Let's see. Just lurking as usual, 3:15 a.m. You're hoping the relaxing and very beautiful color will help me fall asleep. Thanks, Anne. Well, you just relax away. Let's see. I hope nobody got hurt. Not that I know of. Well, no, I take that back. We did read there were some accidents on the highway, but as far as our neighbors, because I mentioned one, a window got broken, they were fine. They actually weren't home when it happened, so... Yes, polys, you can use a light hand. Yeah, it's like I said, polys, you get an oil-based pencil and a wax-based pencil, and you're dealing with two very different kinds of pencils. Okay, so we're going to do these two at the same time so we can go ahead and get them done and move on to a different color here. So we're going to go ahead and start with peacock green. Okay. I'm going to get kind of a darker space here just because it's behind the apple. Okay, then we're going to do this one. I probably use my white Prismacolor a lot just because I use it to do that extra bit of blending. Got me some tea? What kind of tea did you get, Lozzie? I have to say, I'm still not completely sold on the lemon and echinacea. The echinacea gives it almost like a weird... like heavy sweet aftertaste. Not like it's too sweet, but it's just like the sweetness sits in your throat a little bit. So I'm not super sold on it. Okay, grass green. I do have just some straight up lemon tea, but it's like the generic brand from the grocery store that got sent with the delivery. So, I don't know. We'll see. I do really like that raspberry one that we had the other night, though. I had that earlier today. It's got like just the right amount of caffeine. Okay, we're using that grass green. All right, and then we have true green. Wait, who killed a baby bird today? I missed something. Let's go up. Let's see. There's a little part of this kind of leaf below the bird. Oh, is there? Oh, I see it. There it is. Good call. I would have totally missed that. Thank you. We'll pop down and do that one real quick as soon as we're done with these two. Let's see. Ink tents? Yeah, ink tents are great. You gotta go? Okay, all right. Have a great night, someone. Thanks for hanging out. Yorkshire tea, of course. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Bought them in February. Honestly, totally forgot I had them. Raspberry is lovely. Yeah, I like it. I like that I don't have to add any sweetener or anything to it. All right. And then true green. If they're burning you, let me help out. All right, true green. We're going to fill that in like we did with the others. Real quick. All right, now we're going to grab that terracotta. Okay. Get that shadow behind there. I'd say that, like, for me, I have a fairly simple formula. I know I say that, you know, there's no rules, but I call it kind of my rule of three, and that's just my own personal rule, is that a lot of times when I'm working on a space, I will try to choose at least 3 colors. I'll choose a dark, a mid, and a light color, and that helps give me the depth that I look for when I am coloring a single area. Okay. Using that peacock green. Going over that terracotta again. All right, and then we're gonna grab grass green. I know, I like it, Patty. Caitlin says, thank you, Emily, for the stream. Good night, everyone. Time to go water the yard. Sounds good, Caitlin. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, your dog Riggs. Okay, during the storm. Oh no, poor bird. Yeah, what kind of dog is it? My dog did that once upon a time. There's a bunch of baby quails, so we killed. Oh no, we found the rest beneath the lawnmower and saved them. Oh, phew. Riggs of Tech Support's fan club. Oh, that's right, Riggs. That's right. They were saying Riggs likes to watch. All right, so grass green. And if for some reason I miss your comment and you're wanting me to read it, you can put it in caps too. He's a rescue, part Dalmatian, part lab. Ooh, that's got to be an interesting temperament. Okay, true green. We had probably one of the best dogs we ever had. He was a lab and Sheltie mix, and he was just the sweetest dog. I swear, he lived so long. I mean, this was, you know, when I was a kid and everything. We're using white now to kind of blend this out, but he was probably the best dog that we ever had. We had a Sheltie as a kid too. That was a really good dog. But I promised the kids that eventually when we get a nice big yard, that we will get a dog. And I would love to get a golden retriever, but I want one of the ones that are red, not yellow, because I really like that color. So that is what I'd like to get eventually. It's probably the dog in him. It might be the lab in him. It's probably the dog in him. That's hilarious. Okay. Using that terracotta. I've been trying to think lately. So we've been trying to keep the cats out of the kids' bedroom just because they like to go and hide when it's storming and stuff. And so I've been debating about building, because we also blocked the cats off from underneath the bed because they kept getting in there. And it was just hard to, you know, get them out from under because we have some totes that are stored under the bed. So I've been debating using peacock green now. I've been debating about building like a hideaway place for Paul McCatney, because he's our scaredy cat during the storms. He does not like the thunder and he will run and hide anywhere. Well, tonight he decided that a great place to hide was next to my computer with all the cords, and I'm like, no. And partially because he chews on the cords and I really don't need him chewing through my computer cords, and so I was just like, ah. So I think I need to build him like a little safe space to call his own. All right, we're using True Green now. Just gonna kind of blend that together. I'm telling you, man, Prismas are just very forgiving when it comes to blending. Like if you're new into blending, I would say get Prismas, because they are, despite their breakage, they are very smooth. All right. I feel like that's a little bit. I'm gonna go back over with this white just a little bit because I feel it's a little bright. A little bit brighter than the others. All right, there we go. Let's see. He's super smart. He knows how to open doors. Oh no! Once we came home to feathers all over the house, the cat had brought home a bird and it escaped into our Christmas tree. Oh no, Shara! I was gonna say part Dolly, part lab, must be really smart and energetic. Oh yeah. The red golden retrievers are more energetic than the blondes, who are more zen. Really? I wonder why that is. The birds loved the tree, but was quite traumatized. They make plastic tubing you can get. Yes, I have them. I have that actually over a lot of them. Like, oh, it's plugged in now. But yes, I have it. I do have that. But honestly, it's a pain to put tubing over everything. And back behind my tower is generally the safe area from him. But yeah, it was, he'd never gotten back there before, but he was like, oh, hey, look, a new place to hide. So I'm going to have to cover more things. They really do blend well. It's funny, if a fire truck goes by, he howls in the middle of the yard. That's hilarious. Okay, we're going to pop down and we're going to grab this little leaf piece down here, and then we will be done with this green combination here. Okay, so this here, we'll do the peacock green. Looks like that's the branch there. Okay, then we'll grab grass green. Then our true green. Okay. And then we're going to use, let's see, what was it? Terracotta. Actually, you know, we'll go ahead and use our white now. I think we can get away with that. Fairly little space. There we go. All right. Let's pop in with our terracotta here. Right along the edge. Okay. My cats don't chew on cords, but they do grab the plugs and unplug. This is the first cat I've ever had that chewed a cord. I used to own a rabbit that chewed cords, and then I had to move out to my parents' house because I was like not putting up with that. This is the only cat I've ever had that chewed cords. This is peacock green. Otherwise, they've never really cared. But like I have this little earbud, like these little headphones, and he hopped up in my lap. And he immediately, while I was wearing them, like looking right at them, he started chewing on. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, I'm right here. It's one thing if he's like trying to get my attention or he's hungry, but he was just doing it. And I was just like, you little turkey. All right, and then true green. Okay. And then let's just use this white one more time. I'm gonna blend that through. There we go. Gosh, that is really bright, isn't it? Like, it's so much brighter. Oh, you know, I need to turn down this light. Second one. There we go. That's better. Turn that up a little bit. I think. And that's better. It doesn't glare as much on the paper. Let's see, you have some smart pet cats. They really are. They really are. I mean, I got one that knows how to turn the computer off. Hi, Samantha. Welcome. Let's see. Make sure. Oh, thanks, Kenny. All right. So let's move on from the leaves. Gosh, I feel like we just need to get it over with and dive into these apples. I've been putting it off a little bit, but I think we're just gonna have to do it. Okay. Yeah, nothing like being in a motorized recliner and the cat unplugs it while your feet are up. Oh no! That's a bit of a shock. All right, so I want to do yellow apples, but of course we're not just going to do yellow. We're going to bring in some other colors. So let's take a look at our color chart here. Flopping around trying to get out. That's hilarious. All right, I also need to see what yellow ones I have. So I've got a fair amount of yellow. Okay, we're definitely going to use cream, which is 914. Use my little stubby here. Okay, 914. We're going to grab, let's see. Yeah, we're going to grab 1011. It's Deco Yellow. We're going to grab 916, which is Canary Yellow. Okay. All right, Canary Yellow. We're going to grab 942. Now, we may not end up using all of these, but this is kind of like what I'm trying to envision here. So 942. And then I want to grab 1092. So next drawer here, 1092. Let's see, that is after. Okay, here we go. 1092 is Nectar. Well, Lozzie, if you need one, you can get one in the Facebook group under the files. Let's see. How'd you get out of that? I had a similar event with my mother. The dog had done it. Thankfully, she wasn't alone. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Nectar. We're going to grab 1081, which is Chestnut. And then Chestnut and how much? Oh, I've got plenty of this one. We're going to grab 1030, which is Raspberry. I leaned forward until the footrest was on the floor and stood up real fast. Let's see. Oh, for the color wheel? Yeah, it's just exclamation point color wheel. Oh, was she going to get it? I missed that part up there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So we've got this one, and then let's grab... I think 1097 would be too ugly. Too dark. What about 911? Let's see. Here we go. 911 olive green. Okay. All right, and then we'll keep our white out because we'll probably end up using that. In the meantime, because I don't want to put these away so we can mark them later, we're going to pop these ones from the previous leaves in this little fashion store thing. I was way too excited about it when I saw Lisa using it. If you're curious, though, you can type exclamation point stash, and it's this thing. I guess it's a sewing thing, and it's meant to like hold notions and stuff, but it's got these little rubberized little sections. Ah, you prefer having names over numbers. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. There's also one I think you can find online. I will say when I switched to this one, it did throw me a little bit, Lozzie. I'm not going to lie. Have you seen the hex chart? That's what I use. It puts colors next to like, oh, what? Oh, that's cool. Oh, bump the mic. Sorry about that. Oh, you're talking about at Belinda's. Ah, I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. I lean for, oh, sorry, I already read that. Ah. Okay, so we are just going to dive into this. Let's grab one of our little sheets here. Oh, awesome, Emma. Yeah, I like this one because it was red and sparkly. All right, so here are our potential colors we're going to use, okay? So we have Deco Yellow, 1011. Okay. Number 1011. We have Cream, which is 914. Okay, we've got Canary Yellow, 916. Number 916. We've got yellow ochre 942. I can't spell. Ochre number 942. Oh my goodness. 942. We've got nectar 1092. Oh my gosh, I cannot write twos for some reason. Okay, and then we've got chestnut 1081. We've got raspberry number 1030. Okay, and then we've got olive green 911. And then possibly white 938. We may or may not use that. I don't know yet. But I do like to have it on hand just in case. All right, what did I miss? What did I miss? Hex chart was a Copic thing? It could be. I don't know. I think I have copies of your color charts on my computer. I can't print it because I have a black and white laser. Ah, okay. She has one for Copic, Prisma, Poly, and Lumis. Oh, okay. Yours is green. Oh, nice. Oh, for the Stash and Store. Gotcha. Sandy Allnick is how you spell her name, I believe, for those interested. They're a paid product. However, gotcha. Got yours 2 years ago, so I had it first? Okay. Well, Kenny, why didn't you tell me about it? No, I'm just teasing. Let's see. I was getting sleepy. It was a rough night. Gonna hang out with Mom for... Oh, you are getting sleepy. Sounds good, Iselina. Rest up. On our website, so Google Sandy Allnick hex charts. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead, zoom on in here. All right, we are going to tackle these apples. So there's this section here, which could be like kind of a reddish section, but I'm not sure how it's going to work with these black lines. So I guess we're just going to start and we'll play this by ear. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't totally positive how it was going to go, but I mean, you know, we'll see. So these are our colors that we've got, and let's just take a crack at it and kind of see how it plays out, okay? So let's go ahead and give these a quick sharpen. I want to go ahead and use, let's see, is this too dull? I feel like this sharpener is not the way to go tonight. We're going to go ahead and use this and see how the pencils hold up. All right. I don't have a command for Lumis? Let's see. I haven't used Luminance as much. I should have a command for Lumis. I really should. Let me look at my commands here. Nightbot. LM. I don't have a command for Lumis. I need one. I do indeed. Here, let me just grab it real quick. Amazon. Karan Dash Luminance. Because I'll forget about it if I don't do it now. All right, 76. Wow, they're only $209 right now? That's a really good price for Lumis. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's still expensive. But that's a really good price. I guess if you're going to get one, now is the time. Okay, exclamation point, Lumi. I can't spell. Yeah, because if I don't do it now, I'll just forget it later. All right, so it'll be exclamation point Lumi. Figure it's easier than spelling out luminance. All right. Give that a try. Exclamation point Lumi. There we go. Ooh, I could be Enely. I could be. Want an apple, my pretty? I know, right? Snow White. I got a pin stash in store. Was supposed to be here today. Got an empty package? Oh, weird, Shara. Oh, a pink. A pink. Okay, okay. A great job, that stock person. I know, right? Let's see. Oh, Shazabelle wanted it. Ah, okay, okay. There you go. Oh, no, don't take it. Seriously, $209 is a really good price. I want to say they were closer to $300 when I got them like 4 years ago, but that was a gift. Invested in some open stock Faber today. Nice. All right. So we're going to give these all just a quick sharpen. Real quick. Here we go. we'll switch over to this and you can watch me sharpen my pencils. It's so exciting. It's just the most exciting thing you've seen. I will say I got a new little tripod for this webcam, and I'm hopefully going to be able to position it more over the top than at an angle like this. So hopefully on Friday's stream, we'll have a bit better angle for our little side webcam. Had to completely reboot your tablet? I know! 240? That's not bad. Choo-choo train. Okay. Sounds like it. It's pretty loud. There they go, Kenny. But I made one now. You can type an exclamation point Lumi, and that'll give you the... look at that. It's too small to even fit in here. It's just going to disappear. All right. We'll have to use the small one for this. I know, Kenny. I know. I'm sorry. I need to delegate. Hi, Karen. I'm sorry, Kenny. My internet, Sherry, or Kenny's? My internet is much better. My husband actually got a text and said that they fixed the issue. So fingers crossed it stays fixed. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over. There we go. The shipping would be 76. I would think that if you got something that, you know, was over, you know, a couple $100 at least, that you'd get free shipping. Okay. Gosh, I'm not sold on this tea. That echinacea in it is kind of weirded me out a little bit. Anyway. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So chestnut is our darkest. This green is going to be our contrasting color. We've got nectar. This is our darker yellow, mid yellow. And there we go. I did not see that link. Nope. Yeah, Sherry, thank God. I was on the phone with the ISP a lot and it was just outages. Like there was nothing I could do about it. All right, so we're going to start with chestnut number 1081. Okay, and we are going to start with this apple here because we have more of it exposed so we can work with it, okay? So a yellow apple, it's not going to have, you know, big brown spots on it, but a lot of times if you look at it, it might have like some brownish kind of streaky stuff. Fight it. Don't fight it, Lozzie. Don't fight it. If you can get them. Just saying. If it's in the budget. If Lumis are in the budget, I think you should. Lumis are the same price as Copics. Yeah, they're definitely a splurge. Like I said, I got them as a gift one year for Christmas, and I have occasionally, you know, replaced a few of them, but I don't think that I would purchase another. Like, I did the polychromos, but, yeah. They were... And like I said, they were closer to 300 when we got them. All right. So we're using this chestnut here. I'm going to kind of just flick it down a little bit. This is going to be mostly yellow. You have a new internet company out tomorrow? Oh, awesome. Lumis can't be refilled. That is true. That is true, but you can get replacements. And I think the refills for Copics are more expensive than, you know, just a replacement pencil for Lumis. Goodness knows I have so many. It's funny. I have so many teeny tiny stubs of my white Lumis just because I can't bring myself to throw them away. Look at this. This is almost sad. Like, they're hardly usable. I should just like glue them all together, but I have never thrown away a stub of a Lumi. I just cannot bring myself to do it. Even if I can't physically use them anymore, I just feel like I should never ever throw away any kind of stub ever. Turn away. The shipping from a secondary seller is 76, not supply. Oh, I didn't see that. Sounds good, Sharon. Or not Sharon. Shara. Have a good night. It's like my as Raphael and you're my crowd. Oh! Yeah. David Tennant and what's his name? Yes. Okay. Sorry. I didn't pronounce it. I know what you're talking about, Lozzie. I just didn't pronounce it correctly. But we know how well I am at pronouncing things. After the pandemic, I'm switching providers. God, I wish I had the option to switch providers, but I just don't. There we go. That's in focus a little bit better. Hi, Fern. That is true. You do get 10 more markers versus 2 pencils for the same price. That makes sense. Yeah. You guys are terrorizing my willpower. It'll be good news if I find a tower that reaches my house. That's right. You can glue them side by side and make a little pencil pot out of them. Oh, Lazi, that's not a bad idea. Just make a little Karanda-ash little tiny fence. All right. We're going to use some of this chestnut here. I'm going light because, like I said, this is going to be mostly yellow, but I do want to add in some other colors here. Okay. A little bit of this chestnut. I did. It took me a second. It took me a second, Lazi. It took me a second. I got it. It just, you know, my brain's a little slower. You gotta give me a minute. I got it. I got it. I got there eventually. Those stubbies look familiar. Yeah, I know, right? They're just my treasured little babies. I can't ever get rid of them. It's really something you treat your... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a gift, but, you know, even the polys, you know, I eyeballed those for a while. It took me a bit to actually get them. Let's see. Lighten this just a tad. There we go. That's better. That's probably what I miss most about living in MA, the internet provider competition. So many choices, such better service. See, that's the thing, too, is if there's more... we're using Raspberry now. If there's more choices than the competition, like if there's actual competition, then they actually have to work hard to make sure that they do well. So yeah, it would be nice. Call yourself a fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I know, like the other, I only watched the series once through, Lazi. Only once through. So yeah, I mean, I'm more a fan of David Tennant than I am the show. I mean, I'm a fan of the show because it's got David Tennant. Okay, we're still going pretty light with this. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this spot. Kind of bothers me that there's a black line there. I wish I could just... I guess I could go over it with it. Let's do that. I'm going to see how that works out. Let me grab my white gel pen here. Sounds good, Shazabelle. Thank you so much for popping by. Why did it hide that emoji? That's so funny. It's supposed to be a yawn emoji. The white I heard is the best to blend with the luminance. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We're gonna, let's see. Yeah, that works. We're gonna actually cover up. This is the Milky Pop Pentel white gel pen. It's funny. As it dries, the white pops a little bit more, but I really don't like this here. And although the colors are going to look a little bit different over this section, it'd be no different than if I left the black here. So we're going to go over this just a little bit. Really don't like this black line. It's throwing me on the apple a little bit. Well, I mean, you could do a different color, and I get that it's supposed to be the highlight, but it's like it's almost like a forced section that you would have to recolor, and that just bothers me. Okay, we're gonna put a second layer of white. I'm going really lightly over this because I don't want to like scrape off the previous white layer that I put over it. Like I said, we'll probably see a little bit of a color change over the top of this, and it's not, you know, knocking out the black completely, but at the very least, it will lighten it. It's just like, I don't know, it's a little awkward. I mean, not that I'm, you know, saying anything against, you know, the choices of where she put it. It's just for me, my brain's having a hard time figuring out what to do with this section. So we are going to do our best to just get rid of it. I am just barely touching here. Like I said, I don't want to scrape off previous layers of white. So that helped a little bit. Oh, supposed to be a face moment. You not recognizing Good Omens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just took me a sec. All right. All right. Well, I got it once I saw the second name. You know, halfway through the sentence, I realized it. She watched the whole series too. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Give me a break. Shameful. You know what? You ladies, you're mean. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Nectar 1092. I can't be expected to remember everything. All right, 1092. Yeah, see, you can see it a little bit, and it's even gonna scrape off a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go in with some yellow here in a sec. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab the yellow ochre. Okay. I'm gonna go over all of this red here. Thanks, Lozzie. In Lozzie's world, you are, most definitely. Although I'm realizing I read that and I sounded a little bit like Yoda. In Lozzie's world, you are. Okay, oh my god, I'm never doing that again. Never, ever, ever doing that again. I take it back. I take it back. Watch Paul that he doesn't run in here. Where's he at right now? Yeah, see, this white is just coming right off. I don't know how well that worked. Why is he mad at you? Oh, so he couldn't open it? Yeah, the cat can also open up the kid's door, and so he, like, darts in there, but they're in bed now, and we don't want to wake them up. Alright, so it's just this yellow ochre we're using. He's very disgruntled that he can't go to their beds. We might go back and do something with this little section, because I don't want it to look, you know, too awkward or funky. There we go. Just everything David Tennant. You got high standards, I know, right? It's on YouTube forever! No, Shannon, no! Yep, forever. My horrible, horrible Yoda impression. Alright, canary yellow now. Yellow part of the apple starting to come together. Okay. We're going to get down the rest of this yellow, and then we'll see what we can do about this shape here. I'm falling asleep in the computer chair. Okay, cat, sounds good. Get some sleep. All right, now the deco yellow. Okay, and then cream. Yeah, see, it's just kind of scraping up that gel pen. I've never been great at like covering with gel pen and then going over. What I would like to do though is I want to blend this out a little bit. And we are going to use okay, so that's one thing. If you're going to blend with white, make sure that your previous color is kind of wiped off the tip. I had a little bit of green left over, so honestly I just rub it on my pants a little bit, or you can grab like a cloth or, you know, napkin or something. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blend this through. And then we'll go over with another layer here. And probably when I do this, because I'm pressing harder, it's probably going to scrape off the rest of that gel pen, but we're gonna work with that on our next layer. No, it's not scraping it too bad. A little bit. But not too bad. But we're going to do something with this. We're not just going to leave this as nothing. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our chestnut. On my pants? Yeah, just I'm wearing yoga pants, and so I just, you know, gently wipe the tip on the pants. It's not like it stains it, it washes out. Sounds good, Kenny. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab chestnut. We are gonna try and do something with this little section here, just because the shape is here and it just looks awkward with this kind of weird gray line here. So we are gonna make something of this shape. Cat's meowing. The moment she's done with her food, she's like, I'm done. All right, chestnut. I should probably go too. It's 4 a.m. and I need to be 8:40. Oh goodness. No, Lozzie, go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Need you awake tomorrow for the works. Do you work on Saturday, Lozzie? Okay, here we go. Right along this edge. Okay. A little bit up on this little ridge as well. See, it's not just like perfectly yellow. We're adding in some colors here. I also have a green to add in as well. All right, so we got that chestnut here. Okay. If there were a hand on hips Dr. Emoji pointing to bed, I would use it. All right, before we get too far, let's also add some of our green here, our olive green 911. Okay. A little bit of that here. Not this weekend, but I do usually got this Saturday and Sunday off. Ah, okay. Let's see. You always say I'm being all bossy until you go to bed, so I was trying a different approach. All right, olive green. You'll notice, like, and yellow apples sometimes like have little brown dots on them too, but we're just gonna bring in a few of these other colors here. I mean, I suppose this would be like the highlight area where it'd be white. But, yeah, I don't know. Kind of a fun, awkward spot, isn't it? We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Okay. Now let's grab our raspberry. We'll plan to splurge on Friday. There you go. All right, raspberry. We're going to go over this with white a little bit too, so we can lighten up some of these darker spaces. All right, then nectar. Everyone's saying goodbye. I actually haven't said I'm leaving. I think it's because if you have to be up in less than 5 hours, we're all encouraging you to go get some sleep. Sleepy sleep. Sounds good, Melissa. Have a great night. Oh, Kenny, she's mama to us all. There you go. Okay. We're definitely going to use some more white here. We're sort of just winging this apple as we go along, but it usually comes out by the time we're done with it. Okay. Then yellow ochre. I'm going to press a little bit harder here. Get this all balanced out. There we go. Okay, and then use our canary yellow. We'll zoom out when we're done here too, so you can get a little bit better idea of how it looks. Definitely a yellow yellow. It's a little bit brighter than I intended, but we're going to grab... Actually, we're going to skip the deco yellow. We're going to go straight to cream. I'm going to blend this through. Tone down that bright yellow just a little bit, and I am pressing harder. You can tell because there's a lot more like pencil dust as well. Okay. Let's see. Won't be tired when the alarm goes off? I know, right? How about now? Are you tired now? Okay. Now we're going to use this white here. Okay. Definitely pressing harder here. I don't know how well this worked out. Just such an awkward shape. Okay. That would have been better off if the shape hadn't been there, but I do. It looks so much more yellow on the screen than it is. We're going to zoom out a little bit, take a look at it as a whole. Okay, let's zoom out here. I'm unhappy with that shape there. What do I want to do to fix that? Let's go over with our white here. Blend this out. And see, this is what I mean about Prismacolors being super forgiving. I mean, we had all that dark color there, and it's practically all gone now. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to blend this white here. We're going to try and make this a highlight. This is why I was dreading these apples. I was not looking forward to them, if I'm perfectly honest. if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, we're gonna use this cream here. Let's see. Yeah, the shape is supposed to be the highlight, but it just makes it weird because there's a black line around it. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? Color around and leave this all white? You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I tried adding color in it, but that just made it more weird. So we're going to try and white this out a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it on top of the pencil with the white gel pen and see if that helps. It's just this black line that makes it seem weird. Make it a bite? A bite could be cool. Okay, let's see. I did a highlight on my purple apples. Look good. Yeah. All right. So we're going to try and just go in here a little bit. Go. I'm going to try and cover up this black line one more time. Good night, Lozzie. Get some rest. Yeah, I can put the white with some paint. Yeah. In fact, because this gel pen isn't working the way that I want it to, I'm going to grab something here real quick. Whoops, dropped something. I'm just making a mess. It's cool though. It's cool. Hang on, chat. 1 second. After my use. Okay, I'm going to grab a paintbrush real quick. 1 second. Move these headphones here. 1 sec. Aha! Found it. Found it, found it. All right, we're going to do something else here. Okay, so I have the white gel pens and stuff, but if I'm really wanting to get a nice white, solid overlay, what I'll do... No, Tyler, you're not being a very good influence on Lozzie. All right, so we've got this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay White Ink, and this tends to be my go-to. You can use... if you've got white acrylic paint or whatever it is, but this is what I like to use. Okay, might be about time for me to upgrade, but... Okay, so got a nice little point here. Oop, I'm not gonna do that over that. That is gonna spill. So I'm just like dabbing it on the top here so that I don't have to get my thing all dirty inside. So let's go ahead and zoom on in. Okay, we're gonna use this little paintbrush. I want to cover up this here. And you could use like any kind of white paint that you have. I just happen to have this white ink that I like to use. And I can put the link for it in the description below. I realize I don't have a command for this either yet. Better than Posca? I know a lot of people swear by Poscas. And maybe it's the way I store them, or maybe it's the ones I have. But I just cannot seem to get a nice solid white mark with them. Sometimes I do, but unless you like have them shooken up really good or they're mixed really well, I just cannot get a good enough result with the Posca pens. It's really hit or miss for me. So if I want something tried and true that I know is going to work the first time around, I use this bottled ink. Now, a lot of people don't like to use the paintbrushes. You could use a dip pen. So if you're not comfortable with that, then it won't really work for you. But hi, Jane. But this is what I like to use. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of use it like so. Just kind of whoosh it down a little bit here. Try and blend this out. I swear it'll look better further away. In fact, let's zoom out a little bit. You can kind of see. We'll get there. Whole spot on this apple just makes me unhappy. We're definitely going to move on to a different part. I'll do the other apple off stream. We don't need to spend another 20 minutes on something I keep complaining about because I'm frustrated with. Okay, a little bit on the outside. Okay. I'm gonna put a light layer on the inside, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and close that up. Like so. Give me 1 second. I need to rinse this ink off because I don't want it to dry because it will dry quickly and it will ruin the brush. So give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right, back now. I just wanted to clean off that brush real quick. Don't like to leave that setting because A, this is like my last nice little fine point brush, and B, if I let it sit, it will, it's really a matter of will it stick on the wax she put down. Yeah, and it will. It won't come off. You know, if I start, you know, scribbling at it, who knows? But what I'm going to do now, make sure it's dry. Dries pretty quick too, so what I'm going to do now, wipe this white off, is I'm going to go around it, see if this works. Yeah, see, I scraped it off a little bit. Let's just see if we can... This apple's making me unhappy. Might just move on from it here in a little bit. If it got put down on the black line first instead of the white pen, maybe, I don't know. You know, this honestly, there are a lot of other people that make this look a lot easier. This is something that I have, if I'm perfectly honest, like I know that I like say, oh, well, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. Putting white over black lines is probably the thing that frustrates me the most. I don't know if everybody else is just doing something different or what, but I do not have nearly as much success with it. So that whole area just bothers me. I would have had this looking way different, and now I feel like I'm like forced to have this highlight session because of this big awkward black line. Like this did not come out the way I wanted it to. So you know what? We're moving on. Hey, look, a bird. We're gonna do a bird. Let's just pretend this whole section of the page doesn't exist. Oh my goodness. I might rework that off stream and see what I can do to fix it. Maybe use a little bit of paint or something. Like if I can have it fade in a little bit better. That's the problem, is it's just so glaringly white. So I might get a little bit of paint and have like fade in the yellow a little bit more. Hi, Julie. Oh, see, I don't mind apples. Like I can do apples by themselves, but it's this awkward forced highlight area. If this black line hadn't been here, it would have been a lot easier. Put another one out, glued over the top, colored over again. I know, right? Moving right along. All right, nothing to see here. I know, right? We're just gonna pretend that apple doesn't exist. I will fiddle with it on my own time because that makes me angry. Make the highlight on the other apple leaf since it goes out of frame. Oh my god, that's amazing, Biddy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I will do that. That'll make me. But yeah, I think the best thing to do is that I'll do like some kind of light yellow, because that's all it is this needs to be more of a fade. I would have never made a highlight like this big. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let it go. It's out of the frame. It doesn't count. Well, generally, you know, I'm pretty pleased with how, you know, things kind of, every now and then I come across something that just, ugh, emphasis on the ugh. Oh, well. All right, we're going to pop these in here. They are out of the way. Should write the artist, have her over for tea. No, this is Johanna's stuff. Like, I love Johanna's stuff. I absolutely do. Everybody just has their own style, though, and there are certain things that just don't work for me, and it's like, I don't know if my brain just can't comprehend it, but it's when I start having to use white over black lines, I just don't agree with me. All right, we're going to move on. We are moving on to this bird. Okay, We're gonna have to like make sure I can get this stream going on a positive note, being like, oh, this lady actually knows what she's doing. Oh, okay. Also would approve. Let it go. Let it go. Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's grab. Let's see, what do we have for our blues? We got a fair amount of blues. We're gonna grab 103. Okay. We all do, but sometimes I'm like where you were. Sometimes I'm like, where were you when you? Oh, where were you when you drew that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love all of Johanna's stuff, but it's like, I even knew looking at this page, I was not looking forward to doing that section because I honestly didn't know how I was going to do that highlight. And I get what it is. If you're drawing it in a black and white sense, it totally makes sense. But when you try and color it and you're like, you've got this forced weird shape in it, if it had been without, then I would have like colored it and like kind of created my own highlight. And like this, the red and the green would have looked way different, but I was trying to work around this odd shape. Like if I had been doing this digitally, I would have just erased those black lines. It's like, meh. Meh. Oh well, makes me human, right? Not everything's perfect. Okay, 103. Okay, 103, and let's do 103 and 1103 maybe? Make a lot of weird noises when I'm trying to decide what I want to do. 1103 and 1023? Yeah. And then let's grab, I don't really want to use an orange for contrasting color. I feel like that's gonna not be the look I want it to be. So for our contrasting color, let's grab 995. What is that? Mulberry, I think? Let's see. We all know you know what you're doing. Might have made it a green area on a red apple. Yeah, if I had done a darker apple, I probably could have colored straight over that. You'll be able to when you add the color. Yeah, I'll do like a little bit of paint or something. Maybe I'll just paint the apples just straight up. Okay, so mulberry. No, mulberry is 995. Is that what I wanted? 995. Yeah, mulberry is what I wanted. Okay, mulberry. Mulberry. Yeah, green area on a red apple. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, the black lines. That's all it was. It's just the black lines. It's just like, it's like the drawing made the decision for you. You know? Like, well, poo. We're gonna focus on the bird now. So on a roll. I was thinking, man, I'll warm up with the leaves and it'll all be great. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. We're moving on. We're moving on. The apple doesn't exist anymore. See, it's not in frame. Doesn't exist. This is what they call denial, folks. Yeah, those black lines, exactly. All right, so we're gonna start with Cerulean Blue 103. I colored an entire page with just green stick except for skin. I obviously know what I'm talking about. Hey, you know, man, look at me. I got blue leaves over here, so whatever works for you. Whatever works. All right, so Cerulean Blue. So I think what I'll do is I'll work with that apple off stream, and then when we come back, I'll let you all know what I did to fix it, because I'm going to have to get out my paints and look at it and everything, or do something with it. Something. Or just sit there and be angry at this apple. Why, apple? Why are you the way you are? Throwing a kink in the whole picture. Just scold the apple, scowl at it. Ain't just a river in Egypt. There you go. I would have widened them out or made it a leaf, like someone mentioned. Yeah, it would have, because I could have easily like drawn over, and maybe I'll still do that. I don't know. Because I can always scrape off this white and go over and turn it into a leaf and then kind of, you know, erase maybe what I put. I could still do that. Turn it into a leaf. That's really not a bad idea. I like that. I like that a lot. I could work with that. Like I said, that's one nice thing about Prismacolors. They're incredibly forgiving. Okay, so cerulean blue. Okay. And let's see. I want to do blue feathers there too. Let's do blue here. We'll have a different color underbelly, I think. Make it a blushy part of the apple. Perhaps. Blushy part could be nice. That's not a bad idea, Jane. You should just cut it up, bake it into a pie. I am down with that, Shannon. I am down with that. I'd be like, sorry, apple. Literally just like cut a hole out of the page, cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Not a bad idea. Ooh. Maybe we could do like a design on it. Make it like a little mandala apple. That'd be kind of cute, right? Move it from trying to make it look semi-realistic to just accepting the fact that there's lines on it and just make it like a cool little apple. That's actually not a bad idea because I could erase most of this. I might just do that. I'm gonna have to stare at it after stream and be like, all right, you and me, apple. We're doing this. Apple crumble, I know, right? Hasn't seemed that way to me because they waxy blue. Oh, like ability to erase. Okay, now, okay, here's a pronunciation for it. Do you say Caribbean or Caribbean? Because we have a Caribbean Sea. I think it like depends on what I'm talking about. Caribbean or Caribbean Sea. Anyway, it's PC 1103. Now you're excited about the apples? I know, well, if I can redraw a design on there, then that's a whole different situation. Just, you know, add my own little flair to the apple. Well, you guys have officially had a stream where you've seen me get frustrated with the drawing. Was watching the end of Grant? Ah, gotcha, on the History Channel. You say both? All right. In Australia, it's the second way. Caribbean or Caribbean. I feel like it gives it like a little hitch in the middle. Caribbean seems like it flows more. Caribbean gives it a little bit more of a pause halfway through. Okay. And then we're gonna grab... It depends on if they're pirates. Ah, that's fair. Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, 1023. We're gonna go ahead and fill in this whole little space right here. Oh, all right. Now we're gonna grab our mulberry. Okay. A mulberry. Okay. Do a little bit there. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty bird. Pretty bird, pretty bird. I've heard these songs like so many times, but they're still just so catchy. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab our cerulean again. How about a little gouache or acrylic wash for the apple? Perhaps. I just have an issue with like, and it's the same thing when I tried to put like the ink or whatever at the top. It's just the texture, and I have a hard time working pencil with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'll definitely end up, you know, like scraping all this off. Usually I can get the X-Acto knife, like I'm using my nail now. Yeah, see, that just comes right off. And it's all gone. That came off nice and easy, didn't it? Yeah. And then I'll just grab the eraser. Take it off. Look at that. The funny thing is you can kind of see the waxiness kind of come up. Just scraping it with my nail. That's funny. Anyway. This apple's gonna get a... It's gonna get a makeover here. Okay. Cerulean. I'm just gonna keep scowling at that apple until I fix it and put it the way I want it to. See, I still like the idea of a yellow one, but yeah. We'll either turn that into a leaf or I'm just gonna draw like a cool kind of design on it to make it into its own unique apple. Okay. Something about that shape just doesn't work for me. Okay, now we're gonna... Why am I messing with it? Because I'm unhappy with it. I'm unhappy with it. All right. Caribbean. Caribbean Sea. Don't like putting out an inferior picture. I know, we're our own worst critics. But I look at it and I go, this is not what I wanted it to be. This is not what it looks like. This apple and I need to have a serious conversation. I have standards, Apple, and you're not up to it. All right, let's see. Then 1023. I'm gonna blend this through here. Move that out. There we go. Rolling eyes. I know, but you know. What was the first color? We are doing cerulean blue, which is number 103. And then Caribbean Sea 1103. And then honestly, the name got sharpened away, but this one is 1023. There's the French, bleu nuage. How would you pronounce that, nuage? Probably with some sort of accent that I am just totally butchering. And then we're using mulberry as a little contrasting color. But I feel like I want a little bit more darker of a blue in as well. So we're going to grab number 906, which is... 906 is Copenhagen blue, so we're going to use a little bit of Copenhagen as well. Yeah, and so what I'll do is I'll leave the other apple, so then when I figure out how I want to fix this one apple, then we can go back over the second apple after I adjust what it is I want to do. Well, I moved it closer, a little bit closer earlier, Sherry, because it was breaking up. Was that too close? Is it too loud? Cloud blue. Thank you, Biddy. Sounds good, Patty. Rest up. Was it too loud, Sherry? Problem is, I can't hear what you guys hear. So all I know is that I was too far away earlier and it was breaking up, so I moved it closer. Cerulean blue now. Nuance. Okay, you got it right. Okay, perfect. Sound fine? Okay. Yeah, and I was closer, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Airbnb. Oh, it was fine. Just curious. Okay. Right. Yep. 'Twas closer. All right. Cloud blue. And I think we do need a little bit of, let's grab PC 1032, which is pumpkin orange. We are going to grab a little bit of an orange. Okay. Yeah, that works out well. I like that. Kind of comes out to be a bit of a green, which draws in with the leaves, so I like that. So this is pumpkin orange 1032. There we go. Sorry, I didn't realize I was covering that. Now we're going to grab the Caribbean Sea again, blend out that edge. Oh. Okay. Now let's see, where else do we want this blue? Quite a few different kind of feathers here. Let's zoom out just a bit. Let's see. The underbelly is going to be different. Let's do... Aw, nice, Angela. Okay, so let's start with Copenhagen blue. Okay. Zoom in a tad here. Copenhagen blue, which is PC 906. Go. Now we're going to go ahead and grab cerulean blue. Okay. And then we're going to grab our Caribbean Sea. Sounds weird saying Caribbean Sea. Trying both of them. I'm switching back and forth. All right, and then we're gonna grab our cloud blue here. And just blend this all in with that cloud blue. A lot of times the key to blends is using multiple colors, so you're not going from like a real dark blue to a real light blue. Oh, I forgot this little section up here. So let's add in Caribbean Sea here. Okay. And then we'll use the cloud blue here. Grab our mulberry. We're going to turn this a little bit. Birds are nighty-night here. Yeah, same here. Well, not to mention we've had like the storm, so they're probably all hunkered down. Right. Berry. Okay. Let's also grab our pumpkin orange. I want to put that a little bit at the base here. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our Copenhagen blue again. Go over that. And cerulean blue. Thanks, Patty. And then we'll grab the Caribbean Sea again. Then the cloud blue. 8:28 p.m. in Washington. Yeah, I'm about 2 hours ahead of you. I didn't realize it was that late already. Okay, go ahead and grab this white and just blend it on through. The other side's pretty light as well. Do that a little bit on this. Make them fairly similar. Red. Cloud blue there. Okay. Now let's see. What other colors? We are gonna do leaning towards a purple. Yeah, let's do a purple. Let's go ahead and grab 996, which is, what is that? That is black grape. Yeah, black grape. So 996. And then we're gonna grab a nice dark color. Let's grab 932 violet. Sounds good, Karen. Have a great night. Let's grab 1008, which is Parma violet. And then let's grab 934, which is lavender. Okay, so we have black grape, violet, Parma violet, and lavender. And I know it's 10:30, but kind of want to, not redeem myself, but I kind of want to get on with this bird a little bit. I hate to leave him half done. And then that way, I think if we can get the bird done tonight, then we can finish the rest of this circle on Friday. And then that means on Monday, we'll be ready to move on to a new circle with hopefully a different set of pencils, since we kind of are starting to do different pencils with all of this. Okay, so we are going to start with black grape. Okay, so let's start here. Here. We'll kind of map out which ones we're going to do in our darker purple color. So let's do here. We'll go ahead and do this one too. And then we'll do actually, I kind of feel like I want these two to be blue a little bit. We'll do the darker purple here. Okay. Also gonna do it over here. And no apples, I know, right? Well, I'll figure out how I want to fix it, and then Friday we'll do the other apples so you can see, because I'm gonna need to think on this apple a little bit. I'd probably sit here staring at it for like 30 minutes while I live stream, just because I'm just like, what is it I want to do with this? Okay, before we get too far into that purple, let's jump back real quick while I know what it is I want to do. And let's do these two little pieces right here. Okay, so I want this to be blue. Okay. Grab our cerulean. Okay. Caribbean. Powder blue. Okay. So we're going to grab that mulberry. Sounds good, Aspie. Have a great night. Okay, followed by some of that pumpkin orange. Got a little bit on the beak, but that's okay. All right, Indian Throne again. No, I'm not Indian Throne. Sorry, that was Copenhagen blue. I don't know why I was thinking Indian Throne. Cerulean. Ian. Cloud blue. Okay. And then let's grab our white here. Rid of that. Okay. All right, cool. That's what I wanted there. All right, asking so many questions. Sorry, what was the green you used on the head? Actually, no green. I used pumpkin orange over that blue, and over the top, it made it look green. So no green. We used Copenhagen blue. We used cerulean blue. We used Caribbean blue, powder blue, mulberry, and the pumpkin. The pumpkin is what caused it to look almost greenish. And the pumpkin was like right on top. I didn't blend anything over it. So this was like the top layer of it. But yeah, it was the pumpkin that made it look greenish. All right, so let's move those aside. All right, now let's go ahead and grab, we already used the black grape. So now we're gonna go ahead and grab violet here, which is number 932. Okay, a little bit here. These are pretty small, so I'm careful about how much of the colors I put in here because I still want it, you know, I don't want it to get too muddy. Thanks, Angela. Okay, this little fleck on his mouth is bothering me. We're gonna grab our handy dandy mono eraser here. Just fix that. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna use Parma Violet. Parma Violet and regular violet, not violet, violet, aren't too different. So I'm not actually gonna use Parma Violet here. And we're gonna jump right in with the lavender. So have you ever tried the fold out page from Last Ocean? The start of the side that has the jellyfish. It's daunting. Yeah, Sherry. So I did the 4-page spread about 4 years ago near the beginning. I'd probably do it differently than I did now, or than I did then. But yeah, it took me a long time. For sure. Okay, and then lavender here. You know what we could use here? I'm going to erase this little tip here. Just a little bit. I'm realizing it's so similar. Let's also grab a pink. See what we have for pinks. Normally I'd grab a deco pink, but I'm like, yeah, I guess we have a little bit of it. All right. We're going to grab our teeny tiny deco pink here. Okay. Wrong direction. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right. We're going to grab our deco pink here. Oh yeah, I'm much happier with that. Put a little bit of lavender here so it blends a bit more. Okay, but we'll use the pink here. And that's 1014 Deco Pink. Sorry, my face actually touched the mic. I'm gonna shift that away just a little bit. Ooh, caught the tail end, but I finally hear. Hi, Loretta. Yeah, I'm powering through here. All right, I do want a little bit of a green. So we're going to grab, I think, 1096, which is Kelly green, I believe. Yeah, Kelly green. Okay. Kelly green here. Not super bright, fairly muted green. Just the little bit that we need. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab black grape again. Thanks, Kenny. Actually zoom out just a bit here. Are we in focus? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Black grape. Guess we're going a little bit darker now. Yeah. Going straight across right there. Okay. Then we're going to grab violet. These bigger sections, it's more important to have a lot of pencils so that you get a nice smooth blend. But when you get in smaller sections, you use too many pencils and it can just get pretty muddy. So now we're going to grab that Parma violet. There. Okay. I'll grab that lavender. Okay. Followed up with that Deco Pink. Deco Pink can just go all the way up. And you get that nice, smooth gradient. Go. Okay. Love me some Toy Story, I know, right? Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of purple on this part here. Sounds good, Sherry. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you around. Okay, black grape. And then violet. Parma violet. Tiny little bit of lavender. And Deco. We can add a tiny bit of Kelly green if we want. There we go. And then I think the tail is going to get purple also. So we'll grab black grape. Okay, and then violet. Parma violet. Lavender. Deco Pink. All the way up. Grab our Kelly green. I know I could put it in a pencil extender, but I don't use it for that long. No. Okay, let's grab that Deco Pink one more. All right. Take violet. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I want to get like a bit of a muted rose color here. So we're gonna start with 195, which I believe, let's see, I don't want to misspeak. Let's grab it first. 195. Here we go. It's pomegranate. Sounds good, Kenny. Get some rest. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the mod and help. All right, pomegranate. And see, I think 1017, just clay rose. 1017, then we're gonna have 1018, which is pink rose, followed by, I think we'll just use white. Okay, so let's give this a quick sharpen. Okay. All right, let's zoom on in. Okay, so we're going to grab pomegranate. Like that. All right, pomegranate. That here. I like that red with this. Pleased. Much happier with this than I was with the apple. Okay. And we're going to grab that clay rose. The thing of it is I can do apples too. It's just that one particular apple, that shape there for the highlight just threw me. Okay. And then pink rose. Leaving just a tad at the edge. Our white. Let's grab our white. Make sure we don't have any of the blue or purple on the nib here. Okay. That all together with the white. And it lightens it also. Not even need another layer, but I do want to add a little bit of green. And we're going to grab, I think, how much of 1006 do I have? 1006, a little bit. We're going to use some parrot green real quick. I'm going to give it a quick sharpen. Yeah, here, let's zoom out a little bit. We can get a little bit better view of the bird as a whole. Go. All right, so we're gonna grab parrot green here. Is 1006. And a little bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and grab our pomegranate again. It was the 195. Now that we've blended all over it with the white. Okay. Then we'll grab pink rose here. No, sorry, clay rose. Follow that through. All right, and then pink rose. Oh. All right, and then let's just grab some of our pomegranate again. On the beak, but then we're gonna grab that pumpkin orange that we had out. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our cream from earlier, which is that 914. A little too orangey, so we're gonna use our white just to lighten it. All right. What do we think? I want to grab a little bit of brown. I'm not sold on it yet. Give me a second. Let's grab 1082. 82. Here we are. Chocolate. That's what we're going to grab. Okay. So chocolate. Actually, well, we're going to sharpen this first. Okay. Darken it under. Thanks, Angela. Darkening this side a bit. Chocolate is 10. Makes me a little bit happier. Yeah. I like that. And we're gonna fix that apple. That apple will look great by the time we're done. Okay. All right, and I don't see any feet. Do you see feet? I don't see any feet. All right, so I think we'll leave it here. We stayed extra so that we could get that bird done. I'm gonna decide what I want to do with that apple. And then once I do, then we'll come back on Friday and we'll do the same thing on here. But yeah, hopefully we can get the rest of this done on Friday. You know, the bird's usually fairly time consuming. Honestly, that apple took up a good portion when I was trying to figure it out. So thank you everybody for hanging out tonight and sticking with me through this. And I will arrive here on Friday with a solution to the apple and we'll go over that again. Sounds good, Patty. Have a great night. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, just like Shannon, she put that link there. You can download this picture over at Johanna Basford's website, johannabasford.com/flourish. It's there in chat. Links are going to be in the description below as well. Or not going to be. They are. They're in the description below. And yeah. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks again for Shazabelle Colors for being our new member. We are now 19 out of 20. When we hit 20 members, we will get another emote. These are our current emotes. Our newest one is the coffee emote. We'll have to think of what our next one's going to be. So there's those right there. Always fun to use. Yeah, so thanks, everyone. And I guess I will see you on Friday. Everyone have a great rest of your couple of days, and we'll see you then. All right. Bye.